So I'm going to show you around my room in its current condition, and it's perfectly serviceable, perfectly workable. However, it's getting a little bit old now. The last time we changed anything in this was about 2017. 2016 actually, and judging by the incredibly inefficient way I'm doing this, I was a bit stupid back then. So let's have a look around. So we've got the bed, we've got some cupboards, some things to put things in, two desks, two individual desks, monitor arms, that kind of thing. This bank of cupboards, which is very useful indeed. This blue is going to take a lot of painting over, so that's not something I'm looking forward to. But I think with a bit of paint and a lot of patience, I might be able to get this turned around quite quickly. But I'm going to give myself the ambitious turnaround time of 3 days. If I get started tomorrow, then I might be able to get all of this wall unwallpapered.
As promised, the day after, I set about stripping the wallpaper. Thankfully, most of it came off in very satisfying strips, but I wasn't getting away with it that easily. We've got some of the walls done, just by ripping it apart and that, so there is that. We've also got all of this to do now. So I'm going to chip away at the little bits and then see where we go from there. Honestly, it's in a little bit better condition than I thought it was going to be. There is some cracks and stuff in it, which is why I have some crack filler stuff. I'm not sure what I'm doing with it, but we can give it a go. Some there's a big one here, that's not ideal. And one up here, everything else looks okay for now. I then went on to filling said cracks, then proceeded to wash any remaining mess off with a car sponge. Later that day, my mum graciously helped paint the walls with primer, ready for me to apply another coat the next day. Primer applied and dried, time to add some tape for protection, before continuing with adding the colour.
Much later.
I wanted to get everything done in the same day, so we went out for dinner that evening and I carried on when I came back. You can actually see the sun setting as I work here. The next day, it was time to remove the tape. A little bit of extra touching in. Followed by some new bedding. And some rearranging.
So, progress report. How are we doing with this? Well, I think it's looking alright, to be fair. There's a lot of stuff to move around still. This is all my stuff from my desk. This is my secondary desk that I was using in this space. That is now going to live there, and it's going to be for storage and things and display and that. Underneath here is where I'm going to put I intend to put a block of plastic cupboards to store everything. So that's good. Actually, the paint, I quite like it. I really like it. It's lighter than I thought it was going to turn out to be, and even painting the skirting boards has actually turned out alright. I quite like that. So this is the original desk that I've got, and I've built this metal box here from Flatpak. It was painful and very annoying. That's not... Oh, it's upside down. But I'm now going to see if it fits in this space. I did measure it, so let's hope it does. Okay, so it sticks out a little bit, but I think we can fix it. Let's come underneath. I don't know. Here we go. See that screw there? That plastic screwy thing? I think that will screw out. Okay, let's see what we can do. Right. There's almost immediately a problem. I can't quite get underneath there with a screwdriver. I can. I can hear wood moving. Okay, that's made no difference. You know what will make so much more sense if I just took it out of where it is. is so heavy. That is so unbelievably heavy. I'm gonna go get a hammer. I have obtained hammer. Okay. Here's the here's the hammer. Okay. Maybe if we're gentle. I'm just hoping to be quite gentle with it. But also like not really. So let's give it a go. Okay. That worked. Okay, that's the back of it. That was easy. This already looks loose, so we're gonna try it again. Let's fall out. Again. There we go. Oh yes, yes, wonderful. Okay. I'm fairly satisfied that the thing I want to fit underneath there will now fit underneath there. Okay. I've just noticed there's a missing thing that I can use one of the things that have fallen off. Look at that. I'm fixing things before destroying things. Oh, it clears it perfectly. Oh, that is wonderful. Now that's pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. The door does open the wrong way, but I'm not too fussed. Could be worse.
I didn't mention it at the start, but I was inspired by this image. I wanted to fit some wood panels as part of the design. So with that, on the weekend, we started using the packaging as a template, before committing to irreversibly trimming them. Apparently, I wasn't allowed to use the saw. These took a bit of work to get right, but we got it in the end. Before long, it was time to get them on the wall. The instructions say you can either use nails or glue to hold them up. I wasn't entirely convinced the glue would hold, so we put a very generous application on, just to be on the safe side. Another feature I wanted was some
Smart light strips from Govee.
with a plan, in theory, to line them along the roof of the room to achieve the kind of effect they advertise. You'd think this is a pretty straightforward job. No, it was miserable. From bits of wall falling off to damaged cables breaking the continuity. However, after some perseverance and a lot of swearing, as the sun sets, I wrapped up things by disassembling and reassembling the desk setup.
So everything is pretty much complete now. There's just a couple of little bits and pieces that we need to finish off, but generally everything is in, everything's where I want it to be. The desk was a bit of a sort of faff to set up because a lot of cable management, a lot of cables, but well worth it. I'm really happy with the size of this desk and stuff. So let's have a proper look around. So you've got the panels on the wall there, on the painted wall, right in the middle of the room, just sort of, I think, along with where the bed is and the desk, it kind of makes sense for them to kind of line up together, and I think it looks pretty decent. The cabinet works really well in this space, and I'm happy. You can have a look at what's inside it. A lot of expensive stuff inside of there. That's why it's in a locker that doesn't have a lock on it. But don't tell anybody I told you what was in there. Stuff like this cable we need to fix, but we're getting around to it. So it all felt like it took quite a bit of time, but mostly just because of delivery dates and things just sort of being pushed back. This desk, for example, 2 weeks to deliver. The panels, another 2 weeks to deliver. So I'm very impatient, so that was kind of painful, but it's all done now, and I think it looks pretty nice. So I kind of just get to enjoy it now, I guess. It smells a lot of wood in here.